What's up, guys? It's the Board Game Roamer, and I'm here today with you for an unboxing of Starcadia Quest. All of this. So, let's go down to the table and check it out and see what in the world we've got ourselves into. So this is Starcadia Quest. This is from Spaghetti Western Games and CMON. Essentially, Starcadia Quest is Arcadia Quest in space. It is a 2 to 4 player game. They say 60 minutes, but whoever prints the right thing on the box. You can kind of see here, it's very similar to Arcadia Quest. Some of the major differences that I know of, just off the top of my head, probably the biggest one is that instead of 3 players, right, when you control 3 different heroes, you're only controlling 2. So this is... There's several other differences, but that's probably the main one. So let's crack open these boxes. We have, as you saw, several. This is Damon. He's also part of the Board Game Loser group. There's 4 of us that are part of that we've done the streams and stuff together. So all those guys are part of this channel and do some things from time to time. So this is actually his pledge, and so we're just going to unbox it. Now let's get to getting the shrink on, or I guess getting the shrink off. I'm always worried when I do this and I'm going to like slice the wrong thing, because I know I would be upset.
When you want to cut something that never does.
Yeah. Absolutely. Alright, so pretty hefty box, but not the heaviest thing I've ever encountered. Chip Theory Games has the market cornered on heavy boxes. So, of course, we got a rule book. Looks like a pretty standard rule book as far as what Arcadia Quest does, or Arcadia Quest did. 31 pages with a pretty short index, that probably is not good because I'm sure that's, yeah.
It's none of the stuff you want to find.
Yeah, it's not going to have the keyword that you're actually looking for. You can do a campaign just like in Arcadia Quest. There's a way to do that. You can do episodic mode, which is where you essentially do the upgrades depending on the level you want to play, so you can do that. So, like I said, it's very similar. On the back of the rules book is the rules summary, different things you can do, which is nice. Hopefully it's accurate. It should be, but, you know, that's a thing. So... here we've got the 4 factions: foxes, lions, pandas, and eagles. Or that's what I'm going to go with. Same classic colors. You have a different type of board that looks like, yeah, I don't know. That's different. That's not the graveyard. But it's like the, I don't know.
Enemies, maybe?
Yeah, it's like the enemies. Trooper 1, Trooper 2, Officer 1, Officer 2. But I wonder how that works. Interesting. And, of course, your campaign sheets, if you wish to play through the campaign. Pretty decent stack of campaign sheets. I don't know, 15 or 20. That takes care of those. Back in here. The rule book that you don't have to worry about printing out. Of course, we got some cardboard, which we'll look at here in just a hot second. And, okay, this is interesting. I guess this is where all your tokens and stuff go, so they've actually got a tray for that.
Well,
that's kind of nice. Unless you just really love baggies, then you may be disappointed, I guess. So what do we got here? Okay, so yeah, we got our tiles. Look at that in a second. Interesting. Here. We've got some cards. Let's just pull all this out. Dice, rings. And we'll just work our way from the bottom to the top. So, our heroes, and this is the core box. It's not Kickstarter exclusive. This is just the core, regular core stuff here. So, we've got the blue are the enemies, and the gray are the heroes. So, there's a... Ooh, show up very well. There's a one of the enemies right there. That's not good. Thought that was gonna help. It's not, is it?
Angle of it.
There's the enemy. I guess that's better for dice. There's an enemy. We've got these eyeball beholder looking things. It's pretty cool. We got baby robot somethings. I don't know. Then we've got some much larger guys. The dual blasters there. That's pretty cool. Then I'm assuming these are like the bosses or the villains. So there's your villains. And of course probably some officers. Larger officers. Yeah, I give CMON credit for doing some pretty good. Takes them forever to get anything anywhere, but they have good minis when it does show up. And then these would be fun to paint if I had the patience for that much detail. Holy crap. And look at that. All that detail on the back side. That's insane.
Just realized something.
What?
That looks, when you do that, it looks just like if you do it that way.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it was just easier when you're rolling.
Autofocus. But rolling would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be more for dice. Looks like Blade. I don't know, that's who I think of. So you got, let's see, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 18, 19, 20 enemies and 8 heroes. Like I said, you play 2 heroes per faction, so in a 4-player game, that's enough for the core. Alright, let's check out the boards. And again, this is the regular retail, what you get in the box. This isn't anything Kickstarter or anything like that. This is just the standard retail box. So here's some of the maps. Lots of bright colors. I don't know what those are. I wonder if those are like objective locations based on your faction or something. Because all the boards have them. There's some interesting
That kind of stuff you put out as tokens.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, I wonder if that. Well, not really. It wouldn't be teleports, I don't think. So there's those.
I'm glad they did that.
Yeah. That is. Now, what I don't see on the board is a number. I don't see a number on the board, and they're not double-sided. I think all the backs are like that.
Yes. No number on those either. Interesting.
Alright. Got all of our tokens here. At least the tokens are double-sided. And I don't know, this uses a very different system for like upgrading. I haven't really paid much attention But I know that the way they upgrade and level is very different. It's like token. A lot of it's token based and not as much card based or something. I don't know. So we got, what do we got here? We've got yeah. So there's like jammers. There's cloaks. Looks like melee weapons, maybe some sort of ranged weapons, accessories. Maybe those are, I don't know if those are upgrades or just things that you can do. But you see they're grayed out on the back, so I'm assuming once you use them, maybe that's, well, it's got plus to a die. So I guess that's like a way to enhance your normal attack. It's like upgrades, I bet it's upgrades to like a weapon or something. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, everybody's got a car. That's pretty cool. As you got Optimal Prime, Combat Exosuit, Ghosting Shell, Infinity Ring. That's neat. And then 1,000,000 tokens, hearts and whatnot, and some sort of ship. That's interesting. And then just more of the same thing there. Mostly I'm thinking those are upgrade things. We have dice. Show you the dice. So you've got a star. Well, let's see. Let's put out all the sides. There's probably 6 sides of gun. What else? Bam, gun. Oh, there's 2 guns. 2 swords. Okay, yeah. So those are the four symbols. So that's going to be defense, I guess. I guess you're only rolling 1 set of dice for defense. So that's a combat melee hit with the defense, a crit, a ranged hit, or a melee hit. Interesting.
That's nice not to have all those dice.
Yeah, not to have to get like the white dice versus the black dice or whatever. Now, but I don't remember what the odds were on the white dice, but there ain't but 1 side with a defense on it.
But the crit would count, so there's 2.
Oh, yeah. That's right, the crits would count. That's true.
That's about the same, I think.
That is, you're right. It is the same. And also, since we're showing the dice, there was an optional buy for a dice pack. It was an optional buy for a dice pack, so you could get the colors, each of the faction colors. And like Damon said, the good thing is you only have 1 set of dice to roll for attack and defense, so that is a nice plus. And of course, you have your colored rings for your factions. Again, pretty standard. Then we've got our quests. There are PvP and PvE quests. I do not know what the requirements are as far as so you got different scenarios here, right? So like this is scenario 1, place 1 trooper on the computer terminal. So it tells you how to set it up, and then here's the monster set. Oh, so here's the monster setup. It's on the back of the card. So that's how you, I guess instead of having the, I don't know, I didn't look in the rule book to see if it had the thing, but that tells you what monsters I guess you're going to face, what level they are and such. And then, or specific ones or random ones, because you can see that there's question marks for the other 2. So I guess it's not a set every time. So you got set cards for PvE quest, PvP quest. There's several of those, all the way up to, of course, your standard 4 for kill the other factions. Interesting. Yeah, so there's scenarios that says de-escalation, dress to impress. So I guess it's got some information in the book, and then you take this card. It tells you how everything's set up. I guess. Cool. Alright, and then we've got our cards here. We've got villains, we got officers, we have troops, and then we've got, assuming that's heroes, and then a bunch of event cards. Interesting. So, like, there's an event. Choose 2 different computer terminals and place those tokens on each. Choose a tile in a direction. All characters in that tile move 1 space in that direction. Oh, wow.
That's something I liked about Masmora versus Arcadia Quest. You had events.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
And it looks like there's different level events, like, because that's got the 1 chevron, and then it goes into 2 chevrons, and then it goes into 3 chevrons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means exactly. And those events are the same way. I guess that's the level. Maybe there's 3 levels. Maybe that's what it is, because there's some 2s right there. And then, no, there's just 2s right there. I don't know. So that's those. Enemies. Okay, so that tells you how many dice they have, how many, melee attacks. They don't have a level. That must be, it has to do with where they're at on the board.
Yeah, it was on that board. It had their health on there, and I guess they get bonuses.
Right. Peek around. Oh, that's what those were. Iceheart, Octocruel, and then, of course, Admiral Thorn. So that's different because in Arcadia Quest you had the different levels. Because it was in the original one was like that too, right? You got your hero cards, right? Pretty standard hero cards. Your defense dice, your health, and their ability. So there's all 8 of those. I think that's it for that box, right? Actually, read for it. Alright, so that's the main box. Again, that is what you'd get in retail. Then there's the... I can't remember what's a Kickstarter exclusive and not. So the next box we're going to look at is the Space Marauders.
I think that is.
This is Kickstarter exclusive?
Yeah.
So Space Marauders, this is going to basically give you... more heroes, a few more monsters, more quest cards, and 4 plastic dashboard trays. I don't know what that means, but I'm hoping that it's similar to like Zombicide. Alright, let's take a look here. Oh, sorta. So there's the trays. They're like plastic. But you can put your upgrades up top.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You put your card, I guess, here in the bottom, and then you can put your upgrades and stuff in the top. So there's 4 of those. More campaign sheets. Really, they really want you to do the campaign.
Oh, you just tuck the card in there like that instead of just laying on top.
Mm-hmm.
Slide down in. Cheap but effective.
Yeah. Technically it works. And then, of course, we have more scenarios. So... there's a ton more scenarios. Sushi Party, Derelict Station, Ether.net, Service Hub, Trader in the Ranks. And yeah. So some of them have a lot of specific monsters, some of them don't. Ooh, now look at that. That's that symbol. I guess that's the villain. That's the officers, wasn't it? That purple. So more of those. Of course, a ton of heroes here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 more heroes. Because, you know, Arcadia Quest. Anything CMON has about 1,000 heroes. You can't say that you don't have options as far as heroes go. So here's a whole bunch of heroes. Probably the one that drew off the box that I really thought was Alpha, who looks strikingly like Tron. I'm sure that was unintentional. What was the other one? Z500. So there's the Iceheart, which is the villain in the core box. You can play her. And you can play Thorn if you wanted to.
So 2 more heroes.
Yep. Well, I think there are things in here. Maybe not. Thought it was. Maybe not. I mean, come on. And of course, the late great Leonard Nimoy. So there's the heroes, and then of course we've got an Octomucky Goobly Gobbly. That's her. Goobly Gobbly. Twin Peaks, Octobow Wow, Johnny Jet, Boron, Praetor, C500, Mountain Peak, Pickaxe, Boombox, Kraken Gem. So, tons of those, and of course here's all their minis. Let's put this up so you can kind of see. Oh, that looks horrible. Let's take the top off. That's gonna have tape. CMON tape. Wonder how long it takes them to actually pack all these. So this will kind of give you a good idea here of all the different heroes and the villains. They're in the box. And there's those guys. Those are big dudes. Alright. I'll take that. That's it for that box, right? Yep. Mostly heroes. Because there's never enough of those. Yes.
Oh, they were not in there.
Oh, they were not in there. Okay.
I guess.
No, you're right. I think they were laying on the top. Oh, and that sits down in. That's what it is. That's weird. I don't know that I'd have packed it that way. One more box. Alright. Armada. I think this is one because it doesn't have the KS.
It has exclusives in it. But
Oh, it does.
But you can get their base retail.
Gotcha. This is called Armada. 12 more minis. Most of those, let's see, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, and then mostly enemies and more heroes, more tiles, pirate ship dashboard. Okay, that's going to be different. There's the cover. Whole nother rule book. Oh, look at that. Hold on here. Oh.
Ship or something?
Yeah. So that's got a separate rule book for Armada. Okay. Man, they really want you to do the campaign. Of course,
More weapon upgrade.
more upgrades. We got spark plug, cutlass, homing harpoon, doom rounds, petrifying parakeet, red rum, parlay. I guess because it's pirate themed, that's funny. Nanobot surprise, numbskull armor, bait and switch, escape goat, torp, space madness. That's pretty good. And then this. Oh, so I guess in this one, your enemies are on like a ship, and that's like their pirate ship. That's what that is.
Oh, they're probably attacking yours.
Yeah. Pirate assault deck, pirate assault discard deck. Interesting. Interesting. Of course. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's not many of those cards. So we got our villains. Standard set of villains. I don't know if there's really any point in pulling those out. And then more scenarios. These cards I'm interested in. So there's these pirate assault cards. Oh, so these are like negative events. Like, all characters close to any portal suffer 2 wounds. All heroes close to any monster suffer 1 wound and exhaust 1 upgrade. Spawn the following on computer terminals: Bonehead, Jolly Jack, or Dogwatch, depending on... Oh, actually, one of those on each tile. Okay. All heroes close to any hero exhaust 4 upgrades. That sucks. Oh my god, they hate us. They hate us bad. Make it later. We got some more, a handful of tiles and a lot of room. So, I think there's probably going to be too much for you to get it all in one box. I would be impressed. If you could get it in one box where it doesn't take too terribly long to get it like unsorted to figure out where everything is to actually play. Although you are much better at packing that stuff away than I am.
If they're not numbered, that's going to be tricky. Like,
You just have to look at them. Yeah.
I guess they look enough different.
Yeah, this looks like it's got... 30 minutes later.
1 hour later.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're very different. So...
I wonder if those spots are you get boost or negative spots if you're on those.
Maybe. Well, it said something about portals, so it almost makes me wonder if they're like teleport pads, but like
Maybe.
they're different colored without having to put the tokens on the board. They just put them on the... Maybe.
I should look at the rulebook.
What's the fun in that?
I think the exclusives were in. They were in the first box or that Marauder.
Oh, the
box.
Marauder box, yeah. So this is one you could get at retail.
Yeah, you could get all of this retail.
Right. So here's the enemies. Well, those look pretty cool. And heroes.
And there's a card where you can play the captain as a hero.
Ah.
Captain Wet Willie.
Captain Wet Willie. Oh my gosh. Who comes up with these? There's no tokens in that. That's kind of interesting. I sort of thought there would be. Well, I guess there's those tokens. I'll take that back. I guess there's technically tokens. Alright. Thorn Troopers. It has KSO4 on it, so it makes me think it's exclusive.
No, I think he can
No?
get it. I'll check and see.
I don't know. Like I said, I can't.
Oh, yes.
It is?
It is.
Alright, so this is a Kickstarter exclusive box.
Now I'm really kicking myself because the Zenith Invasion was too. I should have got it.
Oh. Well, you might could go somebody get rid of it.
One person had the stuff I was missing, but at the moment didn't want to split.
Alright. Thorn Troopers. So this is basically the Star Wars expansion. We have, of course...
Can't say that.
Of course, we have more events. And our heroes. Holy cow, look at that. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, he's huge.
He's massive. Yeah, compared to like an actual trooper, he's huge.
There's cards you can play these two as
Heroes?
Yeah.
Nice.
Darth Vader. Nope.
It's Lieutenant Plasma.
I guess that's more of a bounty hunter, maybe.
Or it's the one from the latest series that wore the metal armor. So that is Kickstarter exclusive. Thorn Troopers. Nice. Then we have 2 boxes here of this kind of Arcadia Quest expansion characters. Again, because CMON just loves heroes.
And I'm a sucker for buying them.
Well, they sell. I mean, like I know, like Princess Pearl. Every year I hear. I mean, like I've never not. There's never been like a people trying to get a hold of that.
I wish I got the plastic tokens.
You got to quite look at the page.
There were 4 offered on these character packs. I got 2 of them.
Well, I mean, like you said, as much. I mean, we'll play with what
I've
we
got
play.
more than I use anyway.
Yeah. So we have these heroes, Tanaka and Naomi, and like samurai deals there. And then we've got Brandolin and Jacob, which are like cowboy deals there. So there they are. Pretty cool.
Not exclusive. So
Not
you can get these.
Right, you can order those. Those are not exclusive. Scenery pack
Yes, exclusive.
is exclusive. And this is going to be
Not necessary.
totally necessary.
Totally. Must have.
Once you start getting them, you're gonna want to have them. So you got doors. We learned that in Hate.
Do those slide up? They do. Cool.
You take that. Okay, so you take this out. That's pretty neat.
A locked
The
door?
door's locked. It's unlocked. It's like a magic trick.
That's cool.
Cool. So there's what? So there's 6 of those. There's 6 computer terminals. So there's the computer terminals. And 6 shooty things.
Turrets.
Some sort of turret.
Pew pew.
Neat. Like little auto robot turret deals, I guess.
Christy will be still in there. One of these. The doghouse.
Yeah, probably.
I might let her.
You gotta be like, you can have this if I go in a miniature market.
Yeah. Order the rest of this stuff.
Some of that stuff, the robots and stuff probably are on there. You could order it.
Yeah, that's not exclusive. The Aliens version,
The Zenith one.
that one was exclusive. The Builder Robot's not. And something else.
So you could probably go to miniature market and get them then, if you really wanted them.
I think that's enough, probably.
It's never enough. Never.